Hey, what's up everybody? Thank you so much for keeping up with the subscriptions, liking, subscribing. Helps me keep doing it. And I got a comment here. Yeah, keep commenting. Sherelle C, I believe. I hope I got the name correct. Can you explain how Professional Collection Bureau can garnish your wages without your permission? So I think she means a collector, debt scavenger, that sort of person. How can they legally garnish your wages without your permission? All right. The only way they can legally garnish your wages without your permission, in most states, they have to have a judgment against you. They had to file some paperwork with the court, and they had to get a judgment. A judge had to say, yes, that debt is your debt, and you need to pay that debt, and since you're not paying that debt, we're going to go ahead and make a judgment against you and garnish your wages. Now, how does that usually happen? What usually happens is you don't show up for court. You bury your head in the sand, right? A lot of you guys out there got default judgments. You don't go to court, you don't fight, you don't ask to see proof, you don't ask to see verification, you don't ask to see how they're storing their documents, you don't ask to see where they got their original contract from the original furnisher, on how much they paid for it, and why they think that they can collect in your state, and what state are they in, right? So you don't ask any of those things. You get scared and you don't go. You shouldn't be scared because a lot of these debt collectors, these debt scavengers, don't have this information and they're trying to get quickie default judgments and garnish your wages. So, what can you do? First and foremost, okay, you need, if you get served papers, you need to go to court and you need to fight. I highly encourage everyone to hire a lawyer. It's worth it. I know you're thinking, I don't have the $1,000 for the lawyer. How can you pay this $1,000? Look for legal aids, cheaper legal aids, legal counsels, pro bono lawyers. Look for anybody. Do you know somebody who's going to law school that passed the bar? I mean, anything and all, it's going to be worth it, even if you do invest $1,000 to save you and protect you and have a shield for this debt scavenger who's trying to come after you for 5 or 6 or 10 grand or whatever it is, okay? And then number 2, you need to go to court. So if you can't get a lawyer, you got to go to court and you got to fight yourself and you got to ask for proof, verification. You're innocent until proven guilty in this country, right? And they're filing a case against you, right? So you're the defendant. So why make their case for them? You've got to fight and you got to ask, where's the proof? I want to see some contracts from the original furnisher. I want to see how they store their data. I want to see their license to collect in the state, and on and so forth and so on. And you can go on and I can help you with that type of thing. And you can buy, one of my products. So you can, we can do it for you and we can help you through that process. Now, what happens if you do get a default judgment? What can you do, all right? Well, I want you to understand that there are ways to appeal such a judgment. Now, one of them is maybe you didn't get served papers, right? Sometimes you get the old sewer service. Someone will swear up and down that they served you papers, but they just threw it in the sewer, right? You never got it. So you didn't get the service, you didn't get the papers. That is illegal, all right? And if you never got paperwork to you in your hand, hey, is this Joe? Are you Joe Smith? Yeah, I'm Joe Smith, and they give you those papers, then that's not legal. And you have up to, let me make sure I get this correct, because I want to make sure that I answer this correct. You have 6 months to appeal. Default judgments where defendant was not personally served, you have within 6 months after the date of service of that written notice of that judgment. So once they put that judgment into your file, you have 6 months to appeal that. Another way that it can happen is if there's some type of clerical error, you want to dig through and see if there's a clerical error, you can appeal that, and if there was any mistakes or newfound evidence. So what's nice is that you might be able to appeal because you found evidence that, oh, maybe this isn't my debt, or maybe there's a so-and-so's error, maybe there was a mistake on the social or something of that nature, and you have 6 months to appeal under that. So there's things you can do if you have a default judgment against you. You can keep fighting, guys, okay? And a big thing here is if it's satisfied, released, or discharged in some manner, you can also get it removed from those court records, and you don't have to pay and things of that nature. So there's a lot you can do. That's how wage garnishment happens. That's how default judgment happens. Don't bury your head in the sand. Fight. Get you a product at 609creditrepair.com to fight these guys. Give us a ring. we'refinancialgroup.com. We can do the work for you. You can have good credit. You can have a good life. And you can be living the dream, all right? I'll see y'all on the other side.
Don't stop.